Hello, everyone. Melvina Germain, and it is week 7 poetry. So nice to be able to read for you again today. I'm, I've decided to start off today not with a poem. I'm going to start with some of my quotes that I've written and just let you think about those for a bit. Let's start with quote number 1. Working for a living lends to the feeling of self satisfaction and accomplishment. Quote number 1. I think about that one for a bit. Quote number 2. War is not the answer for peace. It adds to the pot of hate. I never could understand why war was the answer for peace. How could we possibly get peace when we're fighting, killing people, throwing bombs? Where is the peace? Where is the peace coming from? Always wondered about that. Number 3. Hate cannot fulfill you, only turn you into a bitter old man or woman. I've met some of those bitter people in nursing homes, and it's disgusting trying to even speak to them, and they don't like themselves. So you go through your whole life hating someone, and really you don't even know why you're hating them. For the color of their skin, does that really seem smart? Is that really logical? Why you would hate someone for the hue of their skin? Because they're brown, or they're light brown, or they're yellow, or they're red, or they're white? I see no reason for that. We have to learn to stand as one. And I think the Brotherhood now, the Native Brotherhood, has it right. And they are up there in Edmonton marching and speaking, and I'm absolutely happy for that. Number 4. Everything changes. Nothing truly stays the same, especially when you dabble in the love game. Isn't that true? It's a daily changing thing. But if you love someone truly, then there maybe changes, but you can handle them because you actually love them. And there's nothing to worry about there because true love moves on. Hate takes you nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So those are 4 quotes for you to think about today that I wrote. I've written many that I'd like to share maybe later. I have a poem for you. Let me go on with the poem. This one is called Thinking of You. Though my passion takes me to a place of solace, where I'm doing what I know I must do, I find myself in euphoric bliss many nights thinking of you. Don't be afraid or fear my words, for I live so far away. To hear your voice in an afternoon brings light to the rest of my day. Your image with hair white as snow so tenderly takes my breath away. My imagination soars at the break and end of each glorious day. I'm creating dreams to remember, and those dreams will always include you. And though your physical touch I may never have, your spirit will always shine through. Take these words as my humble gift and read them ever so sweetly. I give them to you from my heart. I'm feeling them oh so deeply, thinking of you. So we're again hanging on the beauty of love there, and we're going to move into another poem. This one is called Sing Me a Song of Love. We're really focusing a little bit on love today, and I kind of like that. It gives me a sense of peace, a beautiful feeling. We hear too much about hate in the news and all the unhappy people out there kicking up their heels for whatever reason. I have no idea what it is. Getting along and being at peace. Love is the answer after all. Sing me a song of love. Oh, sing me a song of love with a sweet melody. Let your heart shine in its words. Let the music flow pleasingly. Sing me a song of love. Mesmerize with me. Beautiful thoughts painted on the page. Don't hold back. Let it out. Let it set the stage. Sing me a song of love. Allow me to dance in its midst. Let me move to musical tones flowing in symphonic bliss. Oh, sing me a song of love written just for me. Tickle my senses. Let the beauty of your vocals be. Sing me a song of love. Sing it loud and clear. Share your voice with the world. Let everyone hear. Yes, sing me a song of love. Whispers and chanting and true. Sing for me, blessed ones, and I'll surely sing for you. Wouldn't it be wonderful just to know that you can wake up every day and not worry about anything, and love is in the answer. Love is the answer, and love is in the midst of everything, and hate you no longer have to worry about. Where's peace? Realizing that we are all one race, the race of people here on earth, to help each other, to hold each other's hand, to stand by each other, to love each other, to respect each other. Wouldn't that be a wonderful, wonderful thing? Peace. Hang on to that. And you know, when things go wrong in this world, sometimes we tend to blame God for it. Many of us, of course, don't believe in God. I believe in God. We tend to blame Him, but really, should we be blaming God? He does things in His time. Why can't we have enough patience? Just wait and see what happens. I know in my life that when I've waited, things change and wonderful things seem to come down the path for me. So I've seen wonderful things happen. I've accepted the pain, and that's just the way life is. Ups and downs, slowly moving side to side, nice, some up, some down, some not so good, some great. So, in His time, I wrote a little poem back in 2008, May 30th. Most of us try to hang on to this life, no matter how difficult the pain or strife. Others want to give up, say goodbye, spend the rest of their days in paradise. We say it's easier on the other side, but do we know this for sure? What is expected of us when we enter God's heavenly door? No matter how difficult times may seem, it's best to hold on to your heavenly dream. Allow God to do His work in His time. Wait for God's heavenly bells to chime. I really believe that's the way it should be. Just wait, have patience. Let God do things in His time. Some of us never want to make old bones, so here's a little poem called Old Bones. She was fragile in nature, had a heart of gold. Marcia knew in her heart she would never grow old. She fought very hard in her early years, trying to hold back a mountain of tears. Destiny was written like gold in the sand. Father God would take her by the hand. Suffering days, suffering nights, soon to soar like an angel in flight. Marcia bore 2 children, left her mark. Light of life shone, near be dark. Words she spoke a time or two. I'll not make old bones, I love you. Don't pine for me, nor hide away. I'm as close as the mirror in the light of day. So she knows when she moves on, all you have to do is look in the mirror and you see her. One day I looked in the mirror and I saw my Aunt Mar. I actually saw my Aunt Mar looking at me. It was me looking at me, but I saw her coming through. These things happen. They'll happen to me, and I'm sure they can happen to you. Too late we see upon the rumbling sea, waves tower and fall, no trees left standing tall, flames quickly spread across the earth, money has no more worth. We witness the rage of nature devour our land. As this travesty unfolds, we realize its fault is the greed of man. Whatever that means to you, and I'm sure that you get a great meaning out of that. What's happening today kind of shows what's going on, doesn't it? We have a lot of problem when it comes to land. Restless souls. Oh, I don't think it needs any introduction, really. I'm just going to read it for you. Restless Soul is the name of this poem. I'm but a beggar now, lying in filth of torment and hate, scorned, beaten, drained. Close the door to my endless schemes, lashed until my blood ran dry, tore my heart out as I beckoned to the sky. Help, Father, where are you? Did you not cover me with the blood of the Lamb long, long ago? I remember when you loved me then. I'm red with the stench of my own blood. You hear me not as I scream in pain. Too late, yeah, too late. I'm tossed to the caves of inhumanity. It is fear that sleeps within my heart, dying a death, a meaningless death. Where are my friends, those whom I followed in the past, so low, the dredge of society's class? I fear evil has turned its face, and it is I, present in the gallows of disgrace. I fear thee now and forevermore, walking not on your heavenly shore. I'm calling on you now, Father, you of deafened ear. For I was not the daughter of good and purity, no, not what you wanted to see. I was me, holding my head in the depth of darkness, too long, playing with the burning flames, place my feet on sinking sand. No longer thought of holding your hand. Yes, pitiful, demonic, celebrating with the beast, walking in darkness, all good cease. Fat with the wrongs held within, blinded of good, holding evil with pride, piercing my veins, dying inside. I died a death long time ago, lived on the sweat of empty minds, stealing from the weak, deceiving the strong, winning my fight most of the time. I preyed on the young, the naivety of youth, and murdered the solace of the aged. Doth fear hold me as I ponder death? Does walking to the altar bring me down to my knees? No, I think not, as I walk the corridors of an endless hallway. Day, night does not exist here. Nameless, in agony forevermore, suspended in a realm of infinite terror, wishing and hoping for the end to come forth, screaming, begging for that final score. Oh no, make no mistake, I'll not walk your shore. I shall die alone with no one's love, covered with the cold and coke of soured minds. I'm but nothing, a mere shell of a woman. Yes, it's true, I died a long, long time ago. Isn't it a shame to think that some people just might die like that? I've met so-called people. They're so dark and so hateful of people. They just can't get along with anyone. Wicked, wicked people. There are so many of them still in this world. And we wonder why. And really, are they really hating us? Or are they hating themselves? Is it them that's working so hard on them that they just don't know what to do with themselves? So they blame people. Spiritual essence. Let's read something sweet, shall we? I found you again, sifting through echoes, joined you as shadows danced among green gardens blessed with royal sunshine, embraced you as the wind touched me, and felt your hands splayed against my back, continued to dance with you, and let my body unwind. Blessed art thou who walks on the sands of tranquility, who savors the scent of nostalgia, who bathes in the tears of the Creator, finding themselves dipped in the juice of the land, while resting in the palm of God's hand. Blessed art thou who swims in the sea of love, who sees through the meek eyes of the purest white dove. Blessed art thou. May the waves of the universe continue to submit the warmth of heaven's glow, and may the Omnipotent see fit to bless this spiritual flow, and may the triumph of his unconditional love be that spiritual blanket soft and pleasing, that emotional state receiving a spiritual circumference. May the beauty of nature and its elegant beings always be present in this miraculous scene. I smile with the knowledge of your presence, laugh when you catch the corner of my eye. I dine with you at the head of my table, and sleep with your warmth in the quiet of night. In euphoria, your image I do seek, and while dipping into my deepest dream, I feel your spirit become a part of me. Oh, thank you, dear Father, for this spiritual intervention. Forever I owe all my gifts to you. I'm grateful, dear Father, and will stand at attention. When my time comes, all I have within me belongs to you. I like that. No, I'm not reading this one to you. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that's actually, no, we won't go into that one. I have to have permission. This is not my poem. I love it and I want to read it, but it wasn't my poem. Come this way. You can sing with me in heaven tomorrow, when the time comes to forget our sorrows. A smooth mountain we cannot climb, we'll fly as angels in due time. Take my hand and walk with me. I'll show you the way to Galilee. Beautiful. Feeling good is the name of the next poem. It feels good to be comforted. It feels good to be needed. It feels good to be covered in jewels, those diamond glints in the stars above. Oh, it feels good to be uplifted in spiritual rain, to walk on golden sand. It feels good to be held in the palm of our Father's holy hand. It feels good to be human, to have feelings strong and free. Oh God, it feels good to be loved, and it certainly feels good to be me. I wanted to share that with you. This next one is called As My Thoughts Unfold. So sometimes I quite often sit up in the evening and, just thinking. And as they unfold, I'll pick up a pen and start to write. That's my solace right there. That's my solace. I forget about what's going on out there. I write, and I just write whatever is coming through. This one is As My Thoughts Unfold. It says number 3, so obviously I've written 1 and 2 as well. Simmering thoughts stretch beyond the fields of life's unspeakable valley. As I trudge upon earth's velvet green, God's lap of earth so firm and yet so soft beneath my feet, searching for answers of impossible questions, enchanted by dainty feathered birds swooping through the air, the scent of rain soon to appear. Intoxicated with the sight of voluptuous trees swaying in rhythmic symphony, earth's scenic ambience hold me tight within its grasp, walking in twilight, enveloped in beauty and draped in the elegance of nature. And though deep in thought I'm overwhelmed by this surrealistic journey, fathoming this blessing leaves me bemused. I'm ready to walk that nautical mile and spread my wings under moonbeams and infinite glowing stars. May I gently follow in your footsteps and listen to your whispers intently. Please embrace me and hold me close. Let your spiritual warmth penetrate me and dazzle me so that I'm fulfilled with true love. Forgive me when my flesh betrays me and turns away from you. At times the roaring winds find me splayed on the bed of wanton love, and I give of my pleasure in the sweet tongue of a prince. Forgive me, my weakness finds me tantalized, and I move gently, sighing deeply, moaning sweet moans as soft words sweep o'er my mind, keeping me hypnotized within a spell. Forgive me, my wings are in transition, and I await them. As My Thoughts Unfold number 3 sort of makes me wonder what was As My Thoughts Unfold number 1 and 2. I'll have to find them. A touch of delight. Please come and sit with me. May I offer you a cup of green tea? Perhaps a muffin or jelly roll. Ah, wine is your preference? Red or white? I see you are a master of taste. May I touch your face? Kiss your lips softly? Feel your skin on my fingertips? The night is young, my friend. Follow me. Thank you. There you have it. That's it. Poetry number 7 is now completed, and I thank you for bearing with me every week and listening to me do what I love to do. God bless you all. Enjoy.